Welcome to week 2 of the college football season. The BBros are currently 3-3 against the spread. We will be bringing you 5 free picks once again this week. We are going to start with Nebraska at Colorado. Nebraska 0-1, coming off of a road loss at Minnesota. They should have won that game. Just a lot of turnovers, 3 by their quarterback. Going up against Colorado, who is obviously the talk of college football right now, upsetting TCU last week on the road as a 21-point underdog. This line has gone crazy. At the kickoff of the TCU game, you could have gotten Colorado at plus 8.5, and now you've got to go Colorado minus 3. So obviously a huge shift. It's always a little scary when a line moves that much, but let's see what the BBros have to say about this week. Bradford, we've got Nebraska at Colorado. Colorado's minus 3. Who you guys taking this week?
Colorado.
All right, next matchup is number 11 Texas at number 3 Alabama. Texas last year in the Big 12, they would obviously like to go out on top with a championship. Every year we hear it. Everyone says this is their year, they're back, and then we find out they're not back. So, can Quinn Ewers stay healthy? Can he deliver a Big 12 championship and possible, playoff run? This is obviously a huge test, and this will, tell us a lot about this team. Alabama, they're Alabama. I will say I feel like this Alabama team is a little bit under the radar. Everyone's focused on Georgia. Georgia's won the last 2 championships, going for a 3-peat. So, they're getting the most attention right now. And I think that plays into Alabama's favor. Nick Saban can continue to do what he does. And so, this is going to be a huge matchup. Obviously, for both teams, when you talk playoffs and possible championship, you definitely do not want to lose this game. This will be a good one on the resume for whoever takes this. We are going to go to the BBros right now and see who they're taking. All right, Bradford, Texas Longhorns at Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama's minus 7.5. Who are you taking?
Alabama.
All right, next game we have number 15, Oregon, minus 6.5, traveling to Texas Tech. I'm really shocked that this line hasn't moved. It opened at 6.5. I'm still seeing it at 6.5. Texas Tech coming off a horrendous loss against Wyoming in double OT. Oregon, again, we don't really know what they are yet. They destroyed Portland State. But with that being said, again, I'm just shocked that this line hasn't moved. And because of that, it kind of always makes it a little scary. You would think people would just be jumping all over Oregon. But we've seen plenty of crazy things happen in Lubbock, especially during a night game. So most likely that's why this 6.5 is kind of staying where it's at. Let's send it over to the BBros and see who they're taking. All right, Bradford. Oregon Ducks minus 6.5 at Texas Tech. Who you taking?
Texas Tech.
All right, next we have Stanford headed to number 6 USC Trojans. USC is minus 29.5. Stanford just getting 0 love from the odds makers. Even after going on the road, I know it's only Hawaii, but traveling to Hawaii and winning that game's not easy. They did win that by double digits. USC coming off a monster win against Nevada. Obviously, Lincoln Riley has recruited well, has a lot of talent, and as you can see, they're expecting big things. It is a conference matchup. So anytime you see 29.5 points for a conference game, that's pretty wild. This is a rivalry. So let's see who the BBros are taking. All right, BBros, Stanford at USC. USC is minus 29.5. Who you taking?
USC.
All right, and last up, Texas A&M minus 4, traveling to the Miami Hurricanes. Both teams coming off big wins. Texas A&M took care of New Mexico, while Miami beat up on Miami of Ohio. I think this year Jimbo Fisher has to do something. They're paying this guy a lot of money. He's had a lot of big-time recruits, and they really just haven't amounted to anything. Definitely haven't lived up to what they should have, again, based on the personnel they have and how great of a coach some people think Jimbo Fisher is. So I think he needs this game. It would be a huge road game, non-conference. They need this. So I think they show up and take care of business. But let's see what the BBros have to say about it. All right, Texas A&M minus 4 at Miami Hurricanes. Who do you have?
Texas A&M.
Okay, it's official. The BBros have their Week 2 college selections in. We are going with Colorado minus 3, Alabama minus 7.5, Texas Tech plus 6.5, USC minus 29.5, and Texas A&M minus 4. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Let's go make it a big week.